Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Gamecocks offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback and this receiver are a matchup that's tough for any defense to match up with. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I got to start thinking about cheating a safety over against this guy to slow him down and not allow him to have such a big day.
Handoff in a single back formation. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And a decent gain there. Defense brings him down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass. It's Miranda. Dump off caught by the running back. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the first down.
And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So USC's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's fouled it. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Trojans will crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the defense look slow that time.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The Gamecocks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Childs. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. And the Trojans come to the line in a hurry-up.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him, but it's a first down. And the Trojans churn out another first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to it. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And they get him down after the completion. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. And the Trojans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? it's South Carolina in the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
That's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Looking downfield, it's Miranda. Makes a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, hit the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense breaks a huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Just not a lot of room there on the RPO on third down for the offense. Give the defense a lot of credit. They sat back initially, and then they overcommitted to stop that running game, and it worked out.
He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. A new set of downs after that completion. He's going to hand this off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 17. USC, 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And they hand it off to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And the Trojans come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And, Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Pressure is coming. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And they will try out the field goal team here.
Number 47 on field goal.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. The game is now tied. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Miranda. Makes a quick catch.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Caldwell. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, how about that? The quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown, that's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Back to pass. It's Childs. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Dropping back. It's Childs. He's cut quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Linebacker is maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Made his first attempt. This one is from 49 yards out. And it's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Handoff to the single back. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
And the Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Southern California. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver. Making any yards after the catch.
Now they'll run a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing.
Looking for a deep completion. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Off the play fake on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Jukes to get free. And they're able to get him down. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, SC. They will claim the second half lead. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, all that work you put in the summer with the receivers and the quarterbacks, this is where it pays off. This is where that trust really can play out. This receiver lines up on the right side of the formation, works all the way across, and the quarterback almost can close his eyes, knows exactly where his man will be, and puts it right on the money.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the back gets the football.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Back to throw. It's Miranda.
Shoot.
And that one's picked off. What a play. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right there at the line, no gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Miranda. Looking to make a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time. Going to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. And the defense smothers him for no gain. No huddle here for the offense. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He pulls it in for a big gain. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The short completion at the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. He decides to keep it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. To the air, it's Childs. Snags a quick throw. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And it's South Carolina in the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where they have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Long enough and good. And the game now tied here in the final quarter.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made after a big gain. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
To throw, it's Miranda. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's brought down, but there is a flag in the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
First down here for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Caldwell. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure.
Oh, look out, the football is free. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Peterson. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Play action here on first down. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Good throw to the left. He makes the grab. And they've got him. So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gives up on the play. Throws it away. And now it's fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And we reach now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. A completion makes it second and short. To the air, it's Miranda. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. They're going to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you know, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.